Hi Cardinals, Mrs. Shakini here with your grammar activity for the day. So this can be found on the Google Slides show or it can be found in your remote learning pack. So it is marked with the grammar and it is on slide 62 when you go to get started. So let's read the directions. So it says understanding key details. Read the non-fiction passage on this page carefully. Be sure to underline any words, phrases, or sentences that help you learn about the life cycle of a butterfly. Then answer the questions on the next pages. Remember, you can look at the questions first and reread the whole passage or part of the passage at any time. So we have a little information box over here, and it says a great way to learn from your reading is to ask and answer thinking questions, such as who, what, where, when, why, and how as you read. And that's what we're focusing on up here. This one right here is our standard. So asking and answering questions, identifying the main topic, and describing the connection between a series of events, scientific ideas, concepts, or steps. So in the directions it said we could go look at the questions first and then come back and read it. So it gives us an idea of what we should be looking for and listening for when we read. So let's do that. So the first one says, what is the passage mostly about? How do you know? So this must be one of those questions where I have to answer this first and then give proof with number 2. What is another name for pupa from paragraph 3? So let's see real quick. Oh, good. I like how they numbered my paragraphs for me too. So when it tells me in a question, paragraph 3, I know exactly where to look for the answer. Why does the caterpillar shed its skin? What does the word molt mean? And again, it told us where to find the answer. That should be in paragraph 2. What happens inside the chrysalis? What does the word metamorphosis from paragraph 3 means? So when you're answering question 7, make sure you go back to paragraph 3. Which pair of words below describes a chrysalis? Which stage of a butterfly's life cycle do you think is the most important? And then here it looks like we have to put the numbers in order of the life cycle. All right, so I know I need to figure out the order of the life cycle. I need to know words like metamorphosis and molt and pupa. And then I need to find some other information about the butterfly, like their chrysalis. That came up in 2 questions. So I'm going to read this story to us. A butterfly's life cycle has 4 stages. The first stage is when it's just a tiny egg. A female butterfly will lay eggs on the leaves of a plant that butterflies like to eat. The eggs look like little bubbles. So I could stop there and go to that last page where I have to put it in order and see if any of those match what we just read. So the caterpillar makes a chrysalis. No. The new butterfly works hard. The life of a butterfly begins as an egg. Yep. Oops. I remember that is what I read about. It told me that they like to go on butterfly put eggs on butterfly plants that they usually eat. So I'm going to put a number 1 there. And now let's go back and reread. Let's make it bigger again so you guys can see it. The second stage begins when the egg hatches into larva. Larva is another word for caterpillar. A caterpillar will eat and eat and eat until it's ready to molt, or shed its skin for the next stage. So I see that that word's in bold, and I remember reading that question. So let's see, where does it say molt? Right here. What does the word molt mean? In paragraph 2, and that's what I just read. So to grow, to shed, to grow, to melt, to shed, or to sink. I remember it was to shed. All right, let's read paragraph 3. If you wanted to, actually, you could go to that last page and see what should number 2 be. Well, it didn't make a chrysalis yet. It's not a new butterfly. The caterpillar sheds its skin, or it likes to eat and eat. That was in the paragraph, but I don't remember which one was first. So let's see. It will eat and eat and eat until it's ready to molt and shed its skin. So I know it has to eat first. So I'm going to put a 2 there. And then a 3. It'll shed its skin after. All right, let's go to paragraph 3. The caterpillar forms a case around itself called a chrysalis or pupa. I remember that word pupa, so I could stop reading there and answer that question, or I can continue to keep going. It is a warm and safe place. A metamorphosis begins. I see that word in bold, and that was in my question too. This is the 3rd stage of the life cycle. You cannot see inside a chrysalis, but there is a lot going on. The caterpillar's changing into a butterfly. So I remember here was paragraph 3. So another name for pupa. I could go back and find it in that paragraph. I could probably answer the chrysalis, metamorphosis, and my words to describe a chrysalis. So that paragraph had a lot of answers in it. And let's see. So, after the caterpillar sheds its skin, is it a caterpillar makes a case or a new butterfly? I think, sorry I keep doing that, this would be number 4. All right, let's read my last paragraph. In the last stage, after weeks of metamorphosis, the pupa splits open and a beautiful butterfly emerges. It may take a few hours for the butterfly's wings to dry and harden, but soon after it takes flight and is ready to begin the life cycle again. So if I go to that last page, I know that the last step is with a new butterfly coming out of the chrysalis and flying away. And then it starts all over again. So I helped you with number 10 and gave you some clues for answering the other questions. Remember, if you don't know the answer, go back into the story and find it. So it did say you could underline it by going to insert. You could do a shape or a line. Okay, so like when it talked about pupa, we could go here and underline our pupa. All right, I wish you guys good luck on that, and I will see you next time. Bye.